So this is probably going to be a little bit of a messy way to go about doing this, but I can't really think of anything. I'm not really bothered thinking about anything that is more clean. But I'm just going to go over two things that are sort of happening in my life. I'm going to just go through how the chemotherapy works for anyone who might be curious about that. A couple of quick details about what it does, what the therapy is, and then the second part is well, I'll just do it now. I was going to start a second channel for documenting my my workout routines, because it's my profession. I teach fitness classes, so what I was sort of thinking was, because I teach fitness classes, I tend to have a professional way of speaking while I do those classes, so it's very unlike everything else in my on the rest of my channel. I'm not going, hey, dicks, vagina, put your dick in your own mouth and then like put it in, you know, I don't talk like that. I talk with scientific reasons for why you're meant to be raising your left leg up to your whatever and all that sort of stuff, and swearing a lot less, because that's just sort of the demeanor that I've gotten used to over time. So I didn't want to have two things that were so there were such parallel opposites, but it probably is easier to just have it all on one channel and just accept that people might land on the wrong video and be put off, but fuck them. So, yeah, I'm just going to start uploading. If you are interested in that sort of thing, click into it. You're not going to see me be a clown, so if you're on this because you think that there's some funny shit that you can see, and you're uninterested in anything to do with physical fitness, don't click on those videos. They're not for you. They're not for that sort of thing. Now, what do we have here? I'll just do it this way. So this is the chemotherapy thing. I'm not going to attempt to try and So, I take one of them, which is 20 mils, and one of them, which is 140. There's nothing special about them. They're just differently sized pills. They're the exact same medication. You take that after 2 hours after you have eaten something, or 1 hour before you have eaten something. You're meant to take it on an empty stomach. Before that, you take the Keep On Dancing one, on Danzadron, which is oh, come on, Ian, you remember what the pronunciation is? It's, shit. It's left me. If I hadn't thought about it, it would have come to me without problems. But it's to stop nausea. Antiemetic! It's an antiemetic! Yeah, and then they have a second one if things get really bad, if I feel awful afterwards. But apparently having a penis is meant to be a big advantage to that, so woohoo! Patriarchy wins again! Men are better at chemo. So this... Oh, sleepy. No, this is if you get constipated. So it's like, this makes you feel sick. This makes you feel constipated. That helps you if you feel sick. And then that is like the fourth thing. So it's like going up in that order. You're meant to take it whenever. It doesn't matter what time you take it at, as long as you're taking it on an empty stomach. But the doctors advise that you do it at night, because if you do it at night, you can kind of sleep through it, and it doesn't muck around with your day as much. And then in the morning, you take another ondansetron, and that's just to keep your stomach level. Now, something I'm very glad I asked, because I only asked the pharmacist. I didn't ask any of the doctors. And I really should have. I didn't think much of it. But these fish oil, and then those things are like one of the B vitamins. I can't remember which one, whether it was 12 or 3. 12. And then you can't take them. They completely take away sort of the power of these chemotherapy medicines. So had I not asked that question, I might have completely fucked up my whole therapy program for the next bloody 6 weeks of nausea and being wrecked all the time. Oh, yeah, what does the treatment involve? So I go in, they do the radiotherapy. I actually had my first radiotherapy thing. You don't even feel it, you just sit on the thing. They have a mask that keeps your head still like this, and then they blast a laser in and try and zap at the tumor. And I was really trying, and I think I felt heat, but that could easily have the two radiographers, they both said, yeah, you won't feel anything. But so it probably was in my head, not literally, you know what I mean? I was like thinking, can I feel it? Can I feel it? Can I feel it? Aha! I detected. I was like trying to pull a Sherlock or something and trying to like, oh, I have this. I'll be able to detect this. I am Magneto. And yeah, so that's a piece of piss. That's nothing. So I'll do that Monday to Friday. It'll basically be a job. And then it's usually early-ish in the day, so early afternoon slash late mornings. It seems to be. Sometimes the mornings go a little bit earlier. I don't know what would be ideal, because I like to do things in the morning straight away, and by the time I come back, the hospital is not too far, but it takes a bit of time, so it's like about 2 hours out of the day, and that can kind of knock me off kilter a little bit. And then I'll come home and not want to work out, and they advise that I work out even when I'm tired, because that's meant to be one of the best things that you can do during chemotherapy, so I'll be dedicated to that. And oh yeah, that's I should mention that I am going to I'm going to try and work out every day, record it every day, explain my workout every day, because it's not difficult to do that while you are working out. I've been doing it for years anyway. So that's part of the reason why I'm explaining this. So it's going to be 50-50 me playing computer games, going, yeah, fuck you, pig, headshot, and then like, okay, get down to the ground, pull your knees back, extend the hips up, push out forward, use your glutes to do that, blah, 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 blah. So it is going to look like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Whether you prefer both or one is your decision. As for the chemo itself, that's me. I take care of that, which I'm not too happy about, because those fish oils and the B13 I try to take every day. Just take the pill. There's no harm in it. It doesn't taste or anything like that. And I put them next to my place where I make my coffee, and I like coffee in the morning, so that's not so much a chore as it is something that I do because I really want to do it every day. And I still manage to forget those fish oils sometimes, and if I forget these, I can really muck things up. Like they spoke like it was not that big a deal, they just add one day on, but I mean, it's protecting my life, so I really don't like that I'm the one responsible for this, because I know I'll fuck it up. But so there is a little bit more to the chemotherapy than that. You take it every single day until this cycle is done. There'll be further cycles that are not as bad going forward, which are determined by MRI scans. You see, all right, your weed is growing, your weed is not growing, we need to add more weed killer to it, we need to, whatever. They test it as it goes. They might leave it a bit, they might not. So one thing else that's particularly annoying is, like, I don't drink alcohol a huge amount, but I do drink a lot. Like, me and my housemate, we found out these non-alcoholic beers that taste like beer. We drink shitloads of them. Like, I would drink that way more than I would drink water, because I love the taste. And you can't and I would always be drinking them in the evenings as well. Watching a film or playing computer games or something like that. And it's no food or drink while on the chemo. You wash down the pills with a glass of water, but no hydration. And that is going to be something that I foresee as being quite bad, quite frustrating for me anyway. And I think that's about everything that is that I wanted to share. That I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, any questions? Feel free to drop them off in the comments. Again, like these, there's some videos that I will ask you to try and spread around and get more people to join in and get a larger audience. This is not one of them. This is just if you are curious and you want to sort of know what's going on and you want to click in, that's all this video is for. You don't need to share it around with a load of people. You don't need to drop a load of likes. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll answer anything that you ask, as long as it's I mean, if you ask how big my dick is, I'll probably tell you how big my dick is. I don't really have that many questions that you could ask me that I'd be like, oh no, that's too private. Yeah, that's about it.